All right, Shalom Akim. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. Double honor to the apostles, the great millstone, GMS, and peace and blessings to the elect. I have a quick lesson I want to do dealing with the mark of the beast. I got a couple of updates on the technology, a couple of articles I want to go into, and just to you know, further prove through prophecy in the scriptures that this system that the so-called white man has set up, this beast system, okay, this new world order that Esau has set up, it involves implantable technologies, okay, which is referred to in the scriptures as the mark of the beast. Now you have these other Israelite groups out here, IUIC, mainly IUIC, ISUBK, okay, and some other select groups too, like Zabak and all these other guys we got next. They some of them there, they like to play with the notion that the mark of the beast is not the microchip. But when you constantly look out at the world and look at society today, it shows you, okay, it shows you that this microchip technology, this implantable microchip technology, I should say, is a part of the upcoming new world system, okay? Now, you had it about a month or two back in Wisconsin, here in America. This, I believe, I forget the name of the company, something Square, something like that, I believe. I could be wrong. But this company in Wisconsin, they, 3 Square, okay? They started to microchip voluntarily at this point, voluntarily had different employees microchip themselves with an implantable RFID chip, okay, into their hands, all right, whether it's left or right, it doesn't matter, okay, and they were to use that technology to get into the office, get into the building, identify themselves, okay, as an employee of the company, and they were able to buy and purchase things, okay, with this microchip, okay, implanted within their hands, all right. Now, that happened a couple months back in Sweden, okay. Sweden in Europe, it was a company there that they wanted to Satan. Let's see if I'm still recording. All right. Doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, I may still be recording. Let me just make sure. There's different notifications popping up. Okay, yes, yeah, so I'm still recording. Like it, but over there in Sweden, they implanted their employees with microchips so they can get access to the building, get into the offices and things like that. Okay, and all over the world, you got different people implanting themselves with the microchip to pay for things. Okay, you got Visa a part of it, you got MasterCard a part of it. Okay, you got these different credit card companies are part of this system. So this is something that Esau wants to do, and that's prophesied in the scriptures. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to get into this article I got up from BGR.com, right? And it's entitled "Scientists Remotely Hack the Brain Controlling Body Movements." Okay, and as you can see the image here, all right, is you know, letting you know that they're going to use a computer to basically manipulate the brain, okay, and that's in the scriptures as well. It talks about having the mark, okay, inside your forehead. Now, right behind your forehead, okay, is your brain. So this is technology that Esau wants to use, okay, for Mike, and this is from Mike Werner. Let's see what it's dated, August 18th, 2017. So about a little over a month ago, or about a month ago, okay. Let's see. Okay, here it says, imagine someone remotely controlling your brain, forcing your central processing organ to send messages to your muscles that you didn't authorize. Okay, that's that brain chip, man. Okay, because it's been said with these different implants, they can be remotely used, because they tested them back on the animals. All right, back in the 50s, I believe. Okay, brothers got videos of that up. These different scientists used a brain chip to control a bull that was charging at a I believe, matter of fact, I believe the guy's name was Delgado or something like that. Okay. Anyway, so people have been remotely using this technology to remotely control animals before, and now they want to use it on humans. Okay. So it says it's an incredibly scary thought, but scientists have managed to accomplish this science fiction nightmare for real. Okay. Albeit on a much small scale, and they were even able to prompt their test subject to run, freeze in place, or even completely lose control over their limbs. Okay? Thankfully, the research will be used for good rather than evil for now. So they just letting you know, man. Okay? This is the mark of the beast. This chip implant, okay, especially obviously this brain implant, okay, is going to be used for evil. It's going to be used to usher in Satan's new world order. All right. Let's see. It says the effort led by physics professor Arne Prowl, PhD of the University of Buffalo College of Arts and Sciences, focused on a technique called magnetothermostimulation. It's not exactly a simple process. It requires the implantation of specially built DNA strands and nanoparticles which attach to specific neurons. But once the minimally invasive procedure is over, okay, the brain can be remotely controlled via an alternating magnetic field. When those magnetic impulses are applied, the particles heat up, causing the neurons to fire. Okay, and that's the technology. Be able to artificially create neurons and parts of the brain that they can manipulate. Okay. It says the study, which was published in the most recent edition of the journal eLife. So this is something recent. This is technology that they're producing right now. Okay. So you can call this lesson a Mark of the Beast update. All right. It says it includes experiments where were performed on mice using the new technique. The researchers were able to control the movement of the animals, causing them to freeze, lock up their limbs, turn around, or even run. Despite only being tested on mice, the research could have far-reaching implications in the realm of brain research. The holy grail for dreamers like Elon Musk is that we'll one day be able to tweak our brains to eliminate mood disorders. Now, you can watch this movie called Equilibrium, which this actor Christian Bale that played in the Batman movies, the recent Batman movies. Okay, not the recent one with Affleck, but the one, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, right? And in that movie, okay, everybody was basically chipped, and they had no emotions. But when you started to show emotions, that's when you start getting the actions, tension start rising, because he was a part of the police force, basically. Okay, and it's actually a good movie, but basically, they had it to where they got rid of moods, they got rid of emotions and things like that in the movie. Okay, and that's the technology that they're presenting here. Okay, it says the holy grail for dreamers like Elon Musk is that we'll one day be able to tweak our brains to eliminate mood disorders and make us more perfect creatures, perfect slaves for the new world order. Okay, this groundbreaking research could very well be an important step towards that future. All right, and that's what all this is leading up to, man. Okay, and that's it. Okay, that's it on that article right there. All right, so this is basically what they want to do. They want to implant people with the microchip inside their brains, man, to where they can control them, get rid of mood disorders, get rid of emotions. Everything is going to be a part of this this new world order system where you have no control of yourself. Okay, so now that's dealing with the mark inside your forehead or the brain implant. So now let's get to, let's see, what's this one? Here we go. Let's get into the microchip inside your hand. Okay, this is from BT.com. Okay, let's see here. Still loading up. Let's see. It says hand chip. Oh, excuse me. Okay, here we go. From BT.com, hand chip implants that unlock doors among shocking gadgets at IFA. It says from electrically charged insoles, which freshen your shoes, to an educational robot ball, we saw it all at Europe's biggest tech exhibition. And the stock image for this exhibition in this article is the chip inside your hand, the mark of the beast. Okay, it's becoming more and more evident now. That's why it's going to be hard for these false prophets out here to deny what the mark of the beast is, amongst other things. Okay, the proof is in the pudding. Okay, so let's get down into it. It says here, it says, with 5G on the way, the Internet of Things becoming ever more prominent and artificial intelligence popping up just about everywhere, it's quite clear that we're at a high point of technological development. And that's in the scriptures. Okay? Scripture says in Daniel, it talks about knowledge running to and fro. Okay? And knowledge, information, starting from the late 1800s to now, over like 100 or so plus years, technology and knowledge and information has moved at a rapid rate throughout the whole earth, man. That's the internet, okay? And now they have this Internet of Things where they want to have everything connected to this system to where they can, like I said in the last article, have a brain chip to control your movements, control you, and then you can have this implant within your hand to buy and sell and things like that, okay? And it's all evil, as the last article said, man. It's all a part of Satan's Esau and Satan having the last trying to hold on. That's Esau. Satan used Esau to gain control, and Esau wants to keep control of the planet to have his birthright. Okay, but it's not going to happen. Okay. It says here. It says IFA, an annual tech exhibition in Berlin, is a good place to get a first glimpse of the gadgetry that could be changing our lives sooner than you think. Some will blow your mind, while others may make you raise a skeptical eyebrow, like maybe this hand implant. Okay, it says, what's your verdict on some of the surprising technology we discovered at this year's IFA? Read on and see for yourself in the video below, and of course I'll leave a link so brothers can watch this. Brothers and sisters can watch this this video here. But I'm gonna get to the point. Let's get to the point of this thing. Open doors with a chip in your hand. Okay. It says staff at one U.S. company were recently given the choice of having microchips embedded into their hands to unlock doors around the office. But such technology, for those brave enough to have it installed, can also be useful around the home. German company Digiwell has created an implant that goes under the skin of your hand to open doors. Now of course, it's not just Digiwell. You got Positive ID and other companies. You got Dangerous Things. You got other companies that are investing in this chip, and they at least are using these different companies as basically a front to divvy out their tech all over the planet. Okay. It says German company Digiwell has created an implant that goes under the skin of your hand to open doors, so you never need keys again. The company simply inserts an NFC chip into a tiny glass bead, which is injected between the left thumb and forefinger. NFC is the same technology used by the likes of Android Pay. See, now they're linking the microchip technology, okay, to payments, okay? It says to allow contactless payments on your smartphone, okay? And this is the ultimate end game. Whether you use your watch or your phone or whatever, that's not the mark of the beast. That's the technology that they want to use for the mark of the beast, but that's not the mark. The mark is once you get this technology within your skin and your body. Because once that happens, Yahweh Bashmi Awashai is going to destroy you. Okay, Scripture talks about a great sword coming upon those that took the mark in Revelation. Okay, it's going to be sword destruction as well. All right, and they got other technology here that they just displaying, which is also part of this new world order. But the main thing here in this article here was this first one right here, where you can open doors with your hand with this chip. Okay, and that's what it's all about. All right, so now let's go to the scriptures here. Let's go to Revelation 13, start at 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." That's speaking about this NATO and the EU and America, basically having a revival of the ancient Roman Empire in modern days now, and they're creating a system, okay, around that same stronghold back then, the same empire back then. Okay, it says, "And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed," which is the Roman Empire. Okay, "and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." Okay, and that happened in the 90s. All right. Once the UN and all that was formed, they started bombing them different European countries, I believe, over in the Russian, things like that. I could be mistaken, but that wasn't dealing with Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That was the beginning, but the beast is the whole system: Europe, EU, NATO, all coming together. Okay, that's actually when fire came down from heaven, fulfilling that prophecy there. So let's see, verse 14. It says, "And he deceiveth them." Remember we talked about the evil that was to come using this technology. All right, it says, "And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they could make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live." And that's Esau using NATO and the UN and EU and all that as a front, so to speak, to gain control of the world and push this system all over China, Japan, other countries in Asia, the Pacific, Africa. Okay, right? It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak." And that's this chip technology right here, for example. That's part of this beast system. Okay, it's speaking now, like it talks about in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. At the end it shall speak. Okay, like I said, look at the world today, look at society. These things are speaking. Okay, all right. It says that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And if you're not down with the new world order that the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, these Edomites, are bringing, they go to war. Okay, they bomb you, they kill you, they set up puppet leaders. Okay, all right, and that's leading up into them completing their enterprise, which is not going to complete. Okay, that's them trying to establish a new world order. Verse 16 is the point. "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, from the top celebrities to the homeless." Now in Florida, they're rounding up the homeless, putting them in shelters now, and best believe they're going to give them that microchip technology, man. That chip is going to be in the homeless down there in Florida as this hurricane approaches, man. Okay. Same thing. I'm pretty sure happened in Texas. Okay, because things are coming out. Okay. All right. So it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Right, rich. Right now, you got this guy Elon Musk promoting the brain chip technology and all of that. That's the rich, and like I just mentioned, the poor. So these things are speaking, man. Okay, but how about you now? What shot is to open your eyes, give you that eye salve so you can see. That's why these lessons and these videos that I do, and for the apostles and down, other brothers do too, they're only for the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, a so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans, only for the elect. All right. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay, from the microchip, okay, technology, all right, in your hand, or, all right, or in your brain, in your foreheads, okay. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he or except that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, you have to be joined to this system. Okay, and the main thing is having that implant, that mark. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636, which goes into IBM, the barcode, that whole UPC code technology. That's all going to be an identifying number on this chip that each person will have. Okay, that's why they constantly promote get protection from identity theft, from these credit cards and debit cards and these scams and things like that. Just get the chip. We'll give you a unique ID number, and nobody will ever be able to steal your money or take your identity again. Okay. Let's see here. Since it was trying to get me to go to the interlinear. Let's see. Revelation 13 and 16. Let's get the word mark real quick. I didn't want to make this too long of a lesson, but I'm rolling with the spirit. But just to drive home the point, right? And this is the word mark. In the Greek is charagma. In Revelation 13 and 16, a stamp and imprinted mark, the mark brand upon horses. Here we go. Thing carved, okay, into your hand, okay. But that's the main point, okay. And that's what this chip. That's what this represents in your hand. They're going to take that needle and carve it and engrave it into your hand. Okay? Like I said, that's the main point. Next chapter. Revelation chapter 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, okay, or any part of his body, his arm, his leg, if you get engraved and carved with that and implanted with this chip and your brain, have that surgery and put it inside your body, all right, this is what the scripture says. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, the nuclear missiles, that nuclear destruction that's going to melt every element in America and create that lake here in America, all right? It says in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, okay? So that's what's going to that's what the mark of the beast is. That's showing you exactly what's going on today, okay? As of September 9th, 2017, all right? And the scriptures, I just gave you the prophecy of what's to happen to you. That's the aftermath if you get this mark, this technology, all right? So with that, end it there. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, GMS. And peace and blessings to the elect brothers and sisters out there that believe in this truth, sincerity and wholeheartedly. It's coming out. You got things happening, prophecies coming to pass, hurricanes, earthquakes. Okay, the mark of the beast. We're in the times of the end. So just keep staying patient and hoping, and do what you got to do until the next lesson. Shalom.